Welcome to the homecoming journey. Today we are exploring a vulnerable and deep human experience, the fear of being seen. This fear often holds us back from expressing our true selves, standing in our power, and living authentically. In this video, we'll uncover the roots of this fear, how it shows up in our personal and professional lives, and most importantly, what healing looks like. At its core, the fear of being seen is intertwined with our earliest experiences and how we learn to protect ourselves. It often grows out of a deep need to avoid pain, rejection, or judgment. If in our childhood our genuine feelings, needs, or uniqueness were dismissed, shamed, or ignored, we learn to shrink and hide parts of ourselves to stay safe. Because children depend on connection to survive, when we grow up in environments where authentic expression was punished, ignored, or met with inconsistency, our nervous system learns to associate visibility with danger or emotional threat. This creates deep-seated patterns where being truly visible or successful feels threatening because it risks criticism, abandonment, or shame. These early childhood experiences, characterized by shame, emotional neglect, criticism, conditional love, or toxic family dynamics, lead to creating adaptive survival behaviors like hiding, self-censoring, or people-pleasing in order for us to protect our authentic selves and avoid rejection or emotional pain. Some teachings also highlight that this fear is not just psychological but also somatic, and it is stored in the body. Trauma, unhealed wounds, or old emotional patterns become locked in muscle tension, posture, and even the way we breathe, reinforcing a protective stance that keeps us hidden. The fear of being seen wears many masks, often subtly influencing our personal and professional lives and social interactions. In our personal life, it can show up as avoiding deep connection or withdrawing when intimacy feels too vulnerable, people-pleasing, or masking true feelings to gain approval. Fear of expressing opinions or desires openly, leading to feelings of loneliness and invisibility, and sabotaging relationships out of unconscious fear of being truly known. In professional life, it can manifest as holding back ideas or talents out of fear of criticism or judgment, staying in safe, unchallenging roles rather than pursuing growth or leadership, overworking or perfectionism as a way to cover insecurities rather than showing up authentically, difficulty receiving feedback without defensiveness stemming from fear of being found out. Healing of the fear of being seen begins with self-compassion and willingness to meet yourself fully. Start by naming the fear. Simply acknowledging this fear without judgment will help you disarm its power. Awareness creates distance between you and the intense emotions that come with it. Reconnect with your authentic self. Explore who you are beneath the masks and defenses. This can be through practices like journaling, therapy, meditative self-inquiry, or creative expression. Build safe relationships. Seek connections where you feel accepted for who you are. Healthy attachments remind us that being seen can bring love and belonging, not only rejection. Mind-body awareness. Tune into your body through breathwork, movement, or mindfulness. Releasing stored tension and trauma allows you to soften your protective barriers and feel safer in your skin. Practice vulnerability in small doses. Share a little more each day, whether it's your thoughts, feelings, or true opinions. This gradual exposure builds confidence and resilience over time. Rewrite the inner narrative. Challenge your limiting beliefs about your worthiness and the dangers of being seen. Replace them with affirmations of your inherent value and right to live fully. The fear of being seen is not a personality flaw. It's an adaptive strategy we develop in response to the relational safety or lack of it experienced in early life. When our caregivers do not respond positively to our emotional and attachment needs, we learn that it is safer to hide, mask, and shapeshift rather than risk true vulnerability. Remember, the fear of being seen may have been born of past hurts, but it doesn't have to define your future. The process of healing it requires patience, courage, and consistent practice. but each step forward brings you closer to living with freedom, authenticity, and true connection.